social media, emails, text messaging, and phone calls. There are so many different ways to communicate. Although there are so many reliable sources that help us establish communication, we still have to pay out of pocket to use these reliable resources in order to maintain connection with family and friends. If we were to take a look at our monthly statement in reference to our cell phone usage and our text messaging, we would realize we spend a good amount of time in contact with each other.
And that's awesome. I personally wouldn't change that for anything. I love maintaining contact with my family and friends because they keep me together in the times I need them, and they're always there for me to talk to. Now I have a question for you. If God was to send us a statement each month to each and every one of us and ask us how much time we have spent talking to Him, keep in mind, communicating with God comes at no price to us at all. It is free. Would the statement say that we spent more time communicating with God, or we spend more time communicating with our family and friends? You don't have to answer that right away. Just take time to think about it. But as for me, I can honestly say I spend more time on my cell phone, either through voice calls, text messaging, or Facebook.
And to be honest, at least 3 of those that I mentioned come at a price. But keep in mind, communicating with God comes at no price to us. In actuality, Jesus paid the price for benefits that we take advantage of, and at the same time, we most likely haven't been using freedom and the position that God has put us back into to open door communication and access to the presence of God. Now I know that's very hard to believe. It's very hard to comprehend that the one who sits high and looks low, and the earth is His and the fullness thereof, would pay such a price for people who don't even consider communicating with Him. Why would Jesus Christ do this? Why would He come off the throne, manifest Himself in flesh, to die for us, pay an ultimate price, so that He and I and we can communicate together and have a relationship with Him? Why would He pay that price and we pay nothing? I'm going to be honest with you. There are so many ways to answer that question, but I'm going to keep it simple. He values us that much. He loves us that much that He would come down and pay the ultimate price to reestablish communication with us. There are no more roadblocks, no more obstacles, no more sacrifices that had to be made before we enter into the presence of God. The problem is, we don't value communication with God. We don't. Conversation helps establish relationship. Once you stop talking, the connection is broken. But once you continue to talk, the connection is reestablished. It gives a chance for a closer bond, being more comfortable opening up, expressing feelings, and getting to know one another. That is the beginning of a relationship. But if we don't value this relationship, there are things on earth waiting to express their gratitude to God. Luke chapter 19 verse 40 says, I tell you that if these should hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. Now keep in mind, Stones were not the ones put in place to glorify God. We were. But just the thought of Jesus saying that explains how stones or anything else on the earth, no matter what it is, would not mind to praise God if we do not. Even if they were not blessed to have dominion and authority over the earth, even if they were not blessed to be made a little bit lower than the angels, they would make it possible enough to glorify God. In fact, in Numbers chapter 20, verse 11, states that Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff, and water gushed out, and the community and their livestock drank. Rocks were not scientifically made to produce water, but they were humble enough to produce whatever God wanted them to produce. With that being said, are you ready enough to produce the fruits of your lips? Wherever you are in life, whether it be a good place, whether you're in a broken place, whether you're in a place of depression, whether you're in a place of uncertainty and you don't know what direction to take next, just begin to express your feelings, share your thoughts with God. Let Him know that you don't know what to do, that it's harder for you to move forward because of some decisions that you have made, and you don't want to take not another step until you get it right. Well, that's the exact purpose. God is here for you. He's ready to take that step with you. So let's make that change right now. Let us include God in our lives. Let us communicate with Him more and allow Him to communicate with us. And I promise you, it will be one of the best decisions that you have ever made. Until next time, have a blessed day.